Hello everyone, it's Julie from Camelia Crafts Designs. Welcome back to my channel. I'm here with just a little project for my rose themed ring bound junk journal, the one that I'm doing with the papers from the lovely Nanine Collage Type. Oh, what would I say if I could speak? Yeah. If you've not seen this, I've been doing it every day this week. I'll link to the rest of the videos at the end of this one if you want to see how I've made this. So we're just going to make a tag shaped insert for it today, so I'll pop that out of the way so I can't do any damage to it. Right, all I've done is I've cut a piece of card from some of the bits of file folder I've got left from the 4 I've cut up so far. That is 8 1/4 inches high, the same size as the inserts we've done, and 5 1/4 inches wide. I've cut 2 pieces to make pockets. They are 5 1/4 inches wide and 2 7/8 inches high. They're that height because that's the height they ended up being from a strip of card that I got. Also, I've got some ephemera from the kit that's going to fit on there perfectly. So let's go ahead. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to mat some papers onto it, and I'm going to make the top of this into a tag shape. So I'll go ahead and show you how I make the tag shape and fit the papers to it. I've not decided if I'm going to make the back neutral or roses. I think I might do it roses because it's going to be more neutral, I think, on there. Yeah, and it'll be covered anyway, yeah, when you put tags in. Of course it will. Right. So I'm just going to randomly put the corner of what is going to be my tag in the top. And I'm going to have to hold my trimmer up like that to see. That's going to be like a tag top corner type shape. And I'm going to cut it off. Hang on, before I do, I'm just going to put an arrow on there, marking which is the top. Because sometimes I get confused when I've cut it off. Because we're going to need that little bit. There we go. Right. I'm not going to use trimmer again for that. So I've cut that off. That's the top. So I'm just going to turn that over like that to that side to cut the other one. You've probably seen this done before. I'm going to be very careful I don't cut my fingers because I've done that before. There we go. I'm going to put a top arrow on that in case I end up picking the wrong one up. There we go. I've got a left and a right now. Now, we're gonna, I'm gonna use the roses. As well, I'll probably get both sides out of this rose paper. So we'll bring trimmer back in for paper. I'm gonna trim the white off, and I'm gonna make this 1/4 inch smaller than the tag. So the tag is 5 1/4 wide. So I want these papers to be 5 wide. That's one. Yeah, I've definitely got enough to do both. And that's 2. Both sides, that is. I'm just going to trim the white from the top. I'm not going to cut it to length yet because I want to mess about with the... I don't know why I'm trimming top, actually. You'll realise why I don't need to trim top in a minute when I show you what I'm going to do. Right. This is just how I get my papers to fit when I've made a tag-shaped top. Right. I'm going to put that corner at the top of my paper. And I'm going to cut again. Sometimes I draw because I don't know why. I find it hard to hold these on paper. I don't know why. I think it's because paper's a bit wobblier. It's not as stiff, is it? I might manage it. Oh yeah, that's okay, I've done it. That's one. And I just find it easier. I don't know why I'm doing this. I could have just turned the other one around again, but hey, if I've got a left and a right, use a left and a right. And I'm going to do the same to the other one while we're here. A little bit of mass making. No, it's not. It's nowhere near mass making. We'll do this one. I know not everyone's this precise. I do get a bit carried away with my precision sometimes. I think it's from coming from a mini album and card making background. Right, now if I take one of these papers and put it on my card and I shuffle it down, it just doesn't quite look right, does it? It just doesn't quite look right to me. Oh, it just doesn't quite look right. Those edges, they seem to line up now, but then the top's wrong, isn't it? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut an 1/8 of an inch off the top. Yeah, just so that it lines up nicely. So grab the trimmer, and I'm going to, before I grab trimmer, I'm going to mark my 1/8 of an inch with a pencil. I just find it easier that way. This ruler's that well used. My markings have rubbed off at end, so I'll start there to mark my 1/8 of an inch. So that's how much I want to cut off. Same on this one, and then it'll line up nicely. That was one I learnt back when I was doing mini albums. You do a lot of matting and layering and a lot of tag type things. That's one. That's two. Then I'm going to cut these down to the correct length. We don't want it going all the way down there. It's just a waste. And it's just a bit of bulk we don't need, isn't it? So can you see now how much better that looks? I think it looks better. I might have cut a bit much off, but hey ho, still looks better than it did. So I'm going to mark where I want to cut this off, just so that it disappears just inside that pocket. So I'll cut it there. And I'm going to put these two together and cut them at the same time. Then if I put one with mark on top, where's mark gone? There it is. I'm right good at marking papers and not seeing it, especially on patterns. There we go. So the thing I'll do in a minute is I'll bob off and sew around these, because I'm liking the sewn look on this ring band journal. Yes, that'll be one side, that'll be the other side. We've now got the pockets. Now I'll show you which part of the kit I think will look really good on the pockets. I did get it out and have it near the top of the pile. Why don't I get the pile out so we can look at it together? Yes, that's an idea, isn't it? So it's not that. It's not that. What's that? It's not that. Ah, do I see it there? No, I don't. I've obviously mixed these up, haven't I? It's nice to keep having a look through. There it is. They're the ones. I like these two. I think they'll look nice on these pockets, and then I can embellish them with, I've just got some fussy cut roses here, and I think one of those on there, perhaps with a little bit of fluff or something, will look nice. So let's go ahead and cut these out. I've not prepared everything ahead of time. I'm not being very precise with these. They're not printed. They're meant to be vintage. They've not got perfect edges. So I'm letting them have a little bit of wobble. So I'll do this bit here with my smaller scissors. And I'm going to follow that wobbly edge, because it looks good. I've gone all quiet. I go really quiet when I'm fussy cutting. I only fussy cut to music, me. Or audio books. I can't fussy cut to TV. I can't change my focus to do it. I end up feeling sick. If I look at something close and then keep looking up at the screen. It sounds really terrible, but most of my favourite YouTubers, I don't even watch them, I listen to them. Isn't that terrible? And then if I hear them saying something that catches my attention, I have to stop, rewind and watch what they're doing again from the beginning. So yeah. Right. We'll probably need some background paper on here as well. But, oh yeah, will we? I don't know. I think I might like that green showing. I just don't know. I really don't know. But I do like them. Those vintage tickets. Yeah. I think I will put some... Yeah, I'm going to use some pieces of this one. I'm sure I've got some of those kicking about. Oh, I've got some. What's that one? Got some here. That's even the right size. Oh wowza, look at that. So they're 2 7/8 inches high. So this wants to be 2 3/8 high. Let's see what occurs. We'll probably get them both out of this. 2 3/8. I think I want that crest part on it. How did I get that wrong? How did I get that wrong? What have I done? I can't add up. Is that really 2 7/8? Have I measured that wrong? It's definitely 2 7/8. So a quarter off. I've took half an inch off instead of 1/4 of an inch. What a numpty. What a numpty. So let's find another piece. This piece is not quite so perfect. Ecky thump, what am I like? Oh. But I'll make some pockets that size to use those pieces up at some point. If I'd not already cut down my rose backing papers, I'd have perhaps made the pockets smaller to fit the papers there. What a wally. How wide's that? How wide is it? 4 3/4, yeah. I'm going to make the first one. So 2 7/8. Yeah, 2 5/8 I wanted. Daft woman. I bet there were people screaming at me there. What were I going on about? Oh, I'd passed my maths. Oh, well, I'd done me yesterday, went in. How good I am at mental arithmetic. Yeah. What did they say? Pride comes before a fall. Nothing quite so true. 2 5/8. That's it. Silly woman. And I think I've just made the other one wrong size. It needs to be 5, not 4 3/4. Oh my word. I'm going to have ended up chopping up. I'm going to use this one. I'm going to have chopped up half a rainforest bit time I've done here. Half a rainforest is going to be gone. But we'll have our journal. Oh, it's supposed to be using paper, not throwing it away. Look at this now. Which bits am I using? Get rid of all these that you're not using, woman. You just look like... you look like fans blowing everything in your craft room onto your desk. That has happened. Right, so I have now cut 2 pieces of paper that fit perfectly. Yeah, look at that. Now, I could have just paused the video at some point. I could have edited that out, but why bother? It just took me longer to edit it out than... Oh, hecky thump. Yeah, I like that. So, we've got that for one side. We're going to have that ticket on. We like when it's inked, it'll look even better. And then I'm going to bob a fussy cut rose on, or maybe a rose transfer, I don't know. Ooh, that rose transfer is too big. That's just so, we could have it sideways. No, don't like it sideways. Yeah, I've got all these transfers in with fussy cuts from when I did another rose project, haven't I? I'm really good at not putting things away. Is that a rose? It's some kind of rose. No, I want a fussy cut. Go back to plan A, woman. Yeah, that's what I like. So I'm just going to do this sewing and I'll be back in 2 ticks. And I'm back. Right, I've sewn around and I've inked the papers that I'm about to glue on. It'd have been too, yeah, much like planning to ink this as well, wouldn't it? Yeah. Why would I do that? I'm not rounding the corners on the tag. I don't, when the tops are a bit square like that, I just like the bottoms square as well. Is that weird? I don't know. Square top, square bottom. Right. That's that. Grab the glue. So, I'm just going to, it's curled up a bit like the sewing machine, so I'm just going to do that. And then I'm going to, again, I'm burnishing down where the stitching was. Not that you can even see it. Is it even on camera? We're just on camera. So, I'm juggling glue. Strange woman. Strange indeed. I am cooking tea tonight for a change. What am I like? Yeah. I'm going to do something very adventurous. Pasta. Yeah, I'm cooking tea. It's going to be... I can cook. I just... Well, Rachel's... Yeah, I'm videoing really late today. I was busy doing orders. I actually got up pretty late. I just briefly woke up when girls went to school and then went back to sleep well 9 o'clock this morning. I've been squirreling away doing boring account stuff. It's what, 12th of May, and I've only just finished my August stuff. April stuff. I've got last year's accounts to finalise. Inland Revenue really on ball this year. I've already had a letter saying that, yeah, it's time to do my accounts for last year. I'm like, geez, give me a chance. Give me a chance. They're not even due. If you want to leave them out last minute, they're not due out end of January 2022. But I think they get a little bit fed up for everyone leaving them out last minute. But there you go. So yeah, I'm being very on the ball with this year's. I'm doing them manually again this year. I prefer doing them manually. I mean, it's not, my accounts are not complicated. I signed up to QuickBooks last year. It were really good because we were in lockdown. I got kids home, hadn't I? And yeah, I found it easier to just photograph all my receipts and let QuickBooks add them up. But then there was the old control freak issue of I had to check them all myself. So basically I was paying for QuickBooks and then I was doing work myself because I didn't trust it, which I know is really crazy. So I might as well just do them manually again. It's not a complicated system in the UK for micro businesses. I mean, even even QuickBooks Self-Employed as I used. It's targeted at businesses much bigger than myself. There really is a gap in market there for someone who wants to create software for a true micro business, a one-woman band or a one-man band, who is not, breaking bank, who is just earning a living, eking a living, shall we say. Anyway, that's enough of moaning about that. So yeah, that's what I thought I'd catch up with today. So that's all caught up. I'm being very good. I'm saying very good. We're only halfway through May and I've done April's. But that's good. I'm very old-fashioned. One of my first jobs I actually did, I'm not an accountant, but I worked for a small company and I did all the books for them to give to the accountant. So, yeah, and it was all manual then. I'm talking in 90s. So, that's what I'm used to. I did double entry bookkeeping at college. I don't use double entry bookkeeping. Got to be honest, it confuses my brain. When you do it all the time, it don't confuse your brain, but no, it does. It confuses my brain. I'm sure if I become, international superstar earning loads of money, my best friend will do me books for me. She's an almost qualified accountant. But that's how simple my books are. I would have no need to ask her to do them for me. I think there's a lot of fear sometimes with people doing their accounts if they're self-employed. Inland Revenue are actually nice people. So it's probably some shock horror when I say that. And there's so much help these days. They have webinars. You can ring them up and ask them questions. You can actually ring them up and ask them questions. It's like, whoa, the human. Oh. Right, let's get that on there. I'm going to have to pick that up to get a wiggle to straighten it because I really can't do it. That'll do. I didn't get that perfect in end, did I? I can see me ending up chopping a smidgen off top of there, you know, because it'll bug me. I really can. I cut too much off my paper. I think what I needed to do is cut 1/8 of an inch smaller off, a 1/16 of an inch less off. Right, that's that one matted. It's more of a craft with me, this. You've seen me mat and layer if you've watched me the last couple of days. I'm just doing it as I talk to you now, aren't I? I'm waffling. I'm waffling about wafflage and faffage and stuff and nonsense. Yeah, I'm cooking tea. I don't know how I got off that subject. I'm cooking pasta. It's going to be the simplest meal in the world ever. I've been getting all these fancy creations from our Bex with HelloFresh recipes. And now it's the ball's back in my court and I'm cooking pasta. And we're going to have one of them Dolmio stirring sauces. So I cook the pasta. I cook some peas. Yes, one of my 5 a day today is going to be peas. And one of my subscribers will find that very funny, I hope. She may get it now. Some sweet corn. Mix that in with the pasta and the sauce. Bit of salad, bung of garlic bread in oven, a frozen one, and job's a good one. We're ready to go. Right. Did I say this was going to be quick? I think I've done a lot of waffling and I've strung this out, so it's not been as quick as it could have been. But hey ho, I'm having fun. That's what it's all about, isn't it? Having fun. Yeah, I can't live with that. I just can't live with it. I'm going to cut a smidgen off. So then I have to remember that it's going to make the whole tag a smidgen shorter, but that doesn't matter. I'll adjust that when I put my holes in. I'm just going to cut a bit off and see what it looks like. Oh, it looks so much better. There we go. I'm a happy bunny now. Right. I shall put my... This is dribbling terribly. Hey, do you know what? I'm going to grab a different glue. Look at me. Glue master. Da-da. Look at that for a chompy bottle of glue. If you watched me last week, you will have seen me mention that I ordered something from WH Smith's in the UK online. And they had a 3 for 2 on craft items. They don't do a lot of craft items, but this is one of the things they do. And I used to use this as a card maker, Anita's Tacky Glue. It's got a plastic, very fine nozzle. And I'm sure Yvonne Preston uses this, because I know she don't get on with the Fabri-Tac, because she has asthma. And it happened to me on video a while back. I opened a bottle of it and the fumes just made me go, did it make me sneeze or cough? I can't remember what it did, but they don't agree with me. Anyway, so I'm trying this. When I tell you how much this were, you'll be like, what? I mean, the bottle is 240 mils. They were £3.99, these bottles. And they were on 3 for price of 2. So I've got 3 of these bottles for £7.98. I can't even tell, it's too big, this bottle, for my hand, actually. Wow. And it is a good tacky glue. I used to use this all the time for card making. I seem to remember this nozzle can be a bit of a pain in the neck. And it's best stored upside down. It has like a little dimple in the lid. There we go. Store it upside down. And I know it sticks well, so that's an awful lot of glue, isn't it? For your money. A lot of bang for your buck. I will not be putting that on my Amazon Associates account because it's about 3 times price on Amazon. But then again, I suppose it's still cheaper than some other glues. I think on Amazon it was something like £7-8 for that size bottle, which is still a good price, isn't it? I don't know whether that's an unusual price I got it from at WH Smith's. I mean, you American ladies won't have WH Smith's, or you ladies in other countries, Canada. I don't think you do. I don't know. I don't get out much, especially not to Canada. I don't live in Canada. Oh. But yeah, they're closing all their shops, WH Smith's, in the UK, and they are going to be online only. So maybe, I don't know, maybe they've got some fab deals on to try and, yeah, build up a customer base, because they are actually renowned to be quite expensive for a lot of what they do. You do get the odd bargain, and they are considered to be good quality things, but they're basically newsagents, booksellers, art supplies, fine art supplies. But the books are very expensive. And you've got newsagents everywhere now, haven't you? Sell magazines in supermarkets. There we go. So, that's that. Boy, did I make a meal out of that. I do like the look of that, and that's going to be a full page in our journal. I've gone a bit mad, put a bit much on, but yeah, that bottle's so big, I'm finding it a bit hard to squeeze. I'll definitely get some of that decanted into a smaller bottle. I'm going to get some more of these, I think. These icing bottles, I like them. Oh, I've not put them on my Amazon. Yeah, I need to pop them on. I've been busy trying to think of things I use to pop them on. Oh, that'd be an idea. Why don't I go through my Amazon orders? That would be a good idea, wouldn't it? Lordy. Right. Let's get some of this stuck on. I'm going to stick this on so that it can be an extra little tuck spot. So you've got the actual pocket. Oh, that's going to be, that comes over the stitching now. Oh. Oh well, don't matter. World's not going to end, is it? No one says stitching all has to be on top. It's not a rule. Oh, just put a little bit on that rose because it's got very white edges. I'm not sure if these roses might be shabby dabby doodah ones. I was looking through some digitals the other day and I came across some butterflies that are shabby dabby doodah ones and I didn't realise. And yeah, there's every chance that these roses could be. I might be wrong. I'm really terrible at storing my digitals on my computer. I have started storing them by the name of the shop I bought them from, or person, or artist, or crafter. Yeah, I'm struggling to squeeze that. It's too big. Yeah, I want to have some stitching showing at the bottom of that and a bit of stitching at the top. Yeah, I do. I'm going to pop this rose on that right hand side. I'm not going to put any fluff under it. Oh, I am. Right, stop the presses. I've got something I need to put on it. It's very important. You can hear me shuffling and rustling and da-da-da. I bought some ticking. Tick, tick, tick. Da-da. Ticking fabric in this lovely beige colour. I'm going to just rip a strip off and use it. I bought it to rip strips off, so I'm going to bite the bullet and do it. So I'm just going to cut there and rip. Oh, is it going to rip? Oh, it is. I was worried then it wouldn't rip. I fancied doing some clusters with ticking. I mean, this piece, it's a fat quarter. I don't think I realised that a fat quarter were this big. So I was well surprised at how much I got for my money. I got it from eBay. I bought it in this beige. And I bought, I'll show you other colours. Might as well answer while I'm showing ticking. I bought the beige. I bought this lovely sage green. But I think it's a bit dark for this. And I bought this lovely blue. So, yeah. Tick, tick, tick. So, oh no, look what I've done. Oh, you silly woman. I get so giddy. Right, I just want a bit of ticking under the rose. There we go. I think that looked nice. It should still stick on with this. Yeah, I like the ticking. I'm going to put a little bit more glue on because it's got to adhere to fabric. But this PVA does say it sticks to fabric. Oh, I did put a link on Amazon to the really nice fabric glue I like that doesn't seep through. And I was reading reviews on it. Someone had put that they'd stuck gemstones on a t-shirt, and when they washed it, a couple of them fell off. I'm like, yeah. Surely you wouldn't use fabric glue to stick gemstones on a t-shirt. Surely you would use some glue that was designed for gemstones, maybe? I don't know. Am I being a bit thick there? A bit dim? Right, I'm going to try this. It's very thick fabric, so I think I'll get away with this without it seeping through. We'll see, won't we? I'm going to put more in the middle because we're behind the rose. Yeah, I'm really finding that difficult to squeeze. Oh, I like that. I like the bit of ticking. Oh, I can see some more ticking appearing in this. And I know that's like a grey ticking, but I do like that beige ticking with this. I think it goes quite well. Oh, it's a ticking rose. Why I find that so funny is anyone's guess. Right, let's turn that over and that'll flatten itself down. You can see me wobbling with forces trying to squeeze this glue out. I think I might need to have a rest after I've used this glue. Yeah, really difficult to squeeze out. Do you know, I've definitely got a smaller bottle of this left over that I've had for years. And I think with Anita's, I'm sure the small nozzles fit the nozzles from the big bottles fit the small bottles too. Do you know, while that sets, I'm going to have a look. Oh yes, look at that. I have one here. Anita's tacky glue. And the nozzles do appear to be the same size. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to be doing. That's years old, that, because I haven't bought Anita's tacky glue. It must be about 7-8 years. That feels like it's, yeah, 8-year-old open glue. Yeah, not going to be much good, is it? Right, do I want ticking on this side or something different? Oh, I do like that. I really like that. But I think this calls for something a bit different. I think it'd be a bit samey if I put ticking on that side. But I do like the idea of another rose. I think these roses go nice with this kit. I'm going to grab my random. I know Deborah, who watches me, loved it when I brought this out. It's one of my randomness boxes. Whoa, look at all that. Do we just want a bit of that? Oh, look at that. I love that, but it's too bright green. Maybe I need to tea dye that. Maybe I do. Maybe I just need a bit of Hessian. It is a bit darker, isn't it, that? So, a bit of Hessian with a bit of lace on. That looks like the candidate. Do I want it that way or that way? I think I like it that way. Which way? Yeah, that like that. That's it. Perfection. Look at me, perfection. Oh, yeah. Another funny thing here. I've had a... I'm not going to say this lady's name because she might not want people knowing where she lives. But I'm just going to set right. I've got a subscriber and she's bought something from me at my Etsy shop and she lives in Chippewa Falls. Chippewa Falls. And ever since I put this order together and posted it, something in my head's been saying, why do I know that name? Why do I know that town, Chippewa Falls? And then it like dawned on me last night, you know, like when you're in bed and you're nodding off and you think of the strangest things. And I was like, Titanic. The film Titanic. Yeah. When Jack Dawson, I've watched the film far too many times. Yeah, is invited to have dinner with Rose's family. And someone asked asks if he is one of the Boston Dawsons. He's like, no, Chippewa Falls Dawsons, actually. So, yeah, it dawned on me. That's why I know the name Chippewa Falls. So, yeah. Yeah, so, Chippewa Falls. Famous Titanic connection. Oh, I do remember the strangest things, but then I can't remember my name some days. What's that all about? Right, that's that. That will stay on because I said so. Let's flip it over. Oh, I like that one. I do like that little bit of ticking. Just tiny little bits made such a difference. I'm really happy with that. All I need to do now is punch some holes in it. So I'll grab my hole puncher thing. Where are your hole puncher thing? Did I put you away? I'd be very shocked if I did. Wow, I did. That's a turn up for books, isn't it? Put something away where it lives. There's my eyelets. I'm going to bring my actual journal back out because I have no idea what I did with template. I know I don't know where template is because I looked for it and couldn't find it. But again, I have a vague recollection yesterday of putting it somewhere safe. What have I just done? I've made a really bad error on this. Yeah, I'm going to punch some holes in this, and I haven't looked where the holes are going to come when I've put these on. I'm hoping the holes are not going to go through my embellishment. I don't think they are. I know they're going to go through the pocket. I think the embellishment is going to be too low down. Right, so as I've said, I don't know where my template's gone, so I'm going to use this insert as a template. And now I've made the tag a smidgen shorter than it. Only a smidgen. It's going to be just above there if I punch it on that side. But if I punch it on that side, it's going to go through that one. So I'll punch it on the ticking side. Oh, what a womble. What a womble indeed. So that's it. I'm going to get my pencil that I've got out somewhere. And I'm just going to go through there. And circle it. There we go. Right. I think we've got that set right. One more in. That's one hole. Yeah, that'll be fine. That's the other hole. Yeah, it just comes through the top of the ticking, so it is going to be fine. That was very lucky. That was more good luck than good planning. I'm also going to put a hole in the top, because as I say, I want this to look like a tag. And then I can put some fluff in the top. There we go. So I'll grab 3 silver eyelets and we'll pop those in. 1, 2, 3, there we go. That's going to be the front, so I'll pop them in this way. I'm really pleased with how this has turned out. It's probably taken an awful lot longer than it should have, but it's been a very waffly video. That's one. Oh, this has got a lot to go through. 2. It's just made it, and it looks fine. I've not quite got glue at the top of that on that side, so I'm just going to use my art glitter to put a bit of glue at top because it's got the smaller nozzle. A getting in. You don't want to. Let's use this smaller bottle. That's better. It flows a bit freer. In fact, it flows too free and I've put too much in. That's better. Just going to grab one of my little clips to pop on that. I forget I've got these sometimes. Oops. Mini crafter lunch. Ooh. Let's pop that on there to hold it. Yep. And we'll just put the eyelet in the top as well now. Have I lost that one? Where's that gone? There it is. And then I'm going to pop some, I think I want seam binding in top and eyelash trim. Oh, I do like that. Really happy with how that's come out. What I tend to do when I'm doing these ring bound journals though, and I do it every time, when I make a page that I like, I then want to make two. So my ring bound journals end up being a bit like Noah's Ark. Two of everything, it's crackers. Right, get some, oh, I did get my bag of seam binding out, and ooh, I think this might be where we want a bit of bling. Ooh, ooh. I do dye these myself using distress inks, but I've also started just using normal dye inks. I think I like that colour. That one's a bit, I don't know, that's a bit pinker, isn't it? That's a bit duller. I think I like that one better, yeah. It's a bit brighter and more cheerful. And I think I want a bit of that white. Move out of way, glue. It's just not needed. And I'm going to make this into a bow, I think. I'm going to use a piece of eyelash trim the same length as that. I'm going to thread them both through together. Ooh! The crafter lunch is still going. I think that were an aftershock. Tie it like that. Yeah, I'm going to tie that like that, and I think I'm going to leave those dangling, and then I'll tie those. Yeah. Eyelash trim, I don't like eyelash trim in bows so much because you can't see that it's actually in a bow. It's weird. I might end up changing that out for a longer piece. Actually, no, I like that. But then I'm just going to trim that down. It's far too long. There we go. Take the peg off. There we have it. It's done. I know we've not got anything in it yet. I don't know what I'm putting in it. I don't know what I'm putting in any of these pockets I've made yet. That's going to be a whole other issue decorating. But I'm really pleased with how that turned out. So that's going to be another page in our journal. So let's just, we'll pop it in so we don't lose it. I didn't pop the other insert in. So there. That's the beauty of these. You can add to them, do whatever you want. Let's put this one in while we're here. I know I've not put them in order they're going in. They're just all going together so they don't go astray. Right, so there's our tag page. I'm really happy with how that's turned out. Yeah, I'm loving this journal in general. I know it's not got lots of fluff in, but I tend to find that when you've got a gorgeous kit, you don't need it. I mean, you could literally make this journal with a few rings, some eyelets, a couple of file folders and the kit. Yeah, and a bit of ribbon. You don't need lots and lots of stuff. So, there we have it, another page in the Ring Bound Junk Journal, and it's starting to look like a junk journal now. So thank you very much for joining me, and yeah, have fun in Chippewa Falls. And I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.